My husband spiked our child's formula with sleeping pills to sneak away for a Christmas date with his assistant. As I frantically rushed my feverish child to the hospital, I unexpectedly spotted my husband carrying his assistant upstairs. Peyton twisted her ankle, so I'm here to help her get it checked. Even though our child was in the operating room fighting for her life, he did not so much as glance in her direction. I tightened my grip on the $10 million winning lottery ticket in my pocket. It was time to end this 7-year marriage. After wrapping up my tasks at work, I called my husband, Christian Clark. Honey, don't forget to come home for Christmas today. I have some good news to share with you. On the other end of the line, Christian's voice sounded rushed and tense. Shiloh, there's an urgent issue with the company project. I need to check on it right away. Junie already finished her bottle and is asleep, so don't worry. Those 2 sentences filled me with unease. Our daughter, Juniper Clark, was just over a year old. How could I possibly not worry about her being left alone at home? When I tried to call Christian back, his phone was already unreachable. Christmas traffic was overwhelming, and I found myself stuck in a sea of cars, anxiously praying that Junie would be safe. When I finally rushed home, the house was eerily quiet. I hurried to the crib and saw Junie sleeping soundly. Relieved, I reached out to touch her little face. That touch sent a wave of panic through me. Her forehead was burning hot. She clearly had a high fever. I immediately grabbed Junie and drove to the hospital, calling Christian along the way. Christian, Junie has a fever. I'm taking her to the city hospital. You need to come right away. For a brief moment, there was tension in his voice. How is that possible? She's burning up? This is your fault. I've told you countless times that we need to hire a nanny, but you never listened. I'm in the middle of a meeting. Let's just talk later, he snapped. I bit down hard, gripping the steering wheel tightly. I rushed to the hospital immediately. I finally felt a sense of relief as I watched Junie's temperature gradually come down. When I glanced at my phone, it was already 11:30 p.m. Exhausted from the night's events, I decided to head to the hospital's convenience store to grab a quick snack. However, I stumbled upon something shocking as I walked downstairs. Christian, who was supposed to be working late, was here, and in his arms was none other than his new assistant, Peyton Sullivan. Mr. Clark, it's all my fault. I twisted my ankle when I got out of the car, and now, I can't spend Christmas with you properly. Come now, Peyton. Don't say that. Twisting your ankle is serious. I'm heartbroken for you. Besides, I don't mind spending Christmas in the hospital. By the way, I already bought that diamond necklace you wanted. Oh, you're so naughty. Peyton giggled as Christian comforted her gent. Ly, completely unaware that I was standing in the shadows. Overwhelmed by sadness and anger, tears streamed down my face. Our daughter was still lying in a hospital bed with a high fever. He did not care about Junie's well-being at all. While he lavished Peyton with expensive gifts, he had never even thought of buying me, his wife of 7 years, a simple $300 necklace. Christian and I were college sweethearts. After graduation, he wanted to start his own business, and I gave him $200,000 from my family to fund his dream. During his startup days, I pinched pennies, cutting every corner to support him. When his business finally began to flourish, I still refrained from indulging myself for the best of the family. Recently, Christian's company had been struggling with cash flow problems, so I tightened the household budget even more. I haggled over groceries and stretched every dollar to its limit. Yet now, I realized my sacrifices meant nothing to him. He had no problem spending extravagantly on another woman while treating me with indifference. Wiping away my tears, I clenched the $10 million winning lottery ticket in my pocket. Yes, I had won $10 million. I had planned to surprise Christian tonight during our